Big fellas, so if you watch my videos from the time that I started, which is about 1.5 years ago, the second video that I ever made is called Styles versus Trends. And something came up lately to make me feel like I have to reiterate a lot of things that were in that video and also add to a lot of the things that I said in that video. So stay tuned. This is Styles versus Trends number 2. Let's go. What's up, big fellas? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of my channel. If you like the content, any information, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon so that you're notified any and every time I drop some new heat. And also follow me on Instagram at Dondrick_Ray. Also, hit the Patreon link below. Donate to the Patreon so that I can further the cause of this channel, and also hit the Amazon links below. I'm gonna have some stuff linked down there just in case you're looking for it. If not, still hit the links, and if you're planning on shopping on Amazon anyway, hit the link. You do not have to buy what is linked for me to get credit. I still get credit as long as you use my link in a 24-hour time frame to buy something off of Amazon. So now, let's jump into this content. So on this channel, I focus more on being stylish than being trendy. Because let's face it, there aren't a lot of trends that big men can partake in anyway. Being trendy is for the normal sized person. And a couple of the key differences of being stylish versus being trendy is trends come and go with the season. Every season, New York Fashion Week, you have all these runway models are modeling these new clothes. You have people in Paris every year. You have people in New York, people going all over the world for every season to try to figure out what's the newest and what's the latest. Those are trends. Trends will continue to change, and designers will continue to push the envelope of clothing. And to be honest with you, it's so hard to keep up with all of that stuff. I, for one, don't have the money to continue to buy what's the latest trend this season. I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about this season, season by season, winter, spring, summer, fall. Trends change literally every season, whereas a stylish person will focus more on timeless classics, stuff that he can wear for 3, 4, maybe 5 years in the future and still look good. And yes, clothing does change depending upon the season. However, it doesn't drastically change. Like, you're still going to have the same style that you had when you're stylish going from season to season. Your style is not really going to change or alter that much. It's just some of the clothes that you wear are going to be more dedicated to the current weather in that particular season. And one of the other things I want you guys to know that separate a stylish man from a trendy man, a trend will always push the envelope. A trend will always be like an extreme, modern, uber, like creative interpretation of clothing. But when you get that kind of clothing doesn't always translate to the normal person, to the normal consumer. If you look at some of the stuff that are on the runways nowadays, it does not translate into how we dress currently. You look at some of that stuff and just be like, look at this fool. This fool look crazy. This fool look like an African monk. This fool look like a Negro ninja. This fool look like a yoga instructor that can bake a mean sweet potato pie. He looked like a break dancer that grew up on a Japanese farm, because those styles do not translate to the normal person. But one thing trendiness does do, you can look at a trend right now and see something that person is wearing and know that that is going to be something stylish in the future. All right, so if you can imagine, I don't know how many cooks or chefs I have watching me right now, but if you can imagine cooking a pan or a pot of pasta, right? So in order to cook pasta, you need water and then you need the noodles, right? After you cook the pasta, you're gonna have to drain the water from the noodles, right? So if you can imagine being stylish and being trendy and draw a parallel to the noodles and the water that you use for trying to make pasta. The noodles being trends and the water being stylish. So as soon as you get that strainer, right, pour that the liquid and the noodles into that strainer, it keeps or it catches the noodles, right? But it lets the water drain out. And what stylish or being stylish is the drainage that is coming down from the trends. So even though a lot of trends look crazy, we still get a lot of their drainage that end up being stylish. And what really sparked me into wanting to making this a second version of this video is I was watching this YouTube channel called Richie Lee, great channel, entertaining channel, but he's a hype beast. And he was saying that the Yeezy version 2s were played out. Now, mind you, the Yeezy version 2s have been out for 3 years. But it is one of those things that have become a stylish item. But because he's a hype beast and they no longer have the hype surrounding them, now he's moving on from it and saying that the Yeezy version 2s have no value anymore, which is completely untrue. If you can get your hands on a pair of Yeezy version 2s, I would suggest you do so, especially if it's something that you really like, because they are still stylish. They may not be trendy anymore, but they are still stylish, and in my opinion, they're still worth the money if you have that money to spare. I'm not concerned about being the latest and the greatest on this channel. I'm concerned about being stylish. I'm concerned about looking good in your everyday life, because being trendy, it's a hit or miss. It's not a guarantee that you're gonna look good when you're being trendy, because trends push the envelope too much to the point to where the normal consumer just don't understand it. It doesn't look good to us. So being stylish is always the way to go, in my opinion, and is always the thing that I will focus on the most on this channel, to make sure that the consumers of this channel are some of the most stylish big men you will ever see. Now, thank you guys again for tuning in to another episode of my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, and remember, just because we big don't mean we can't stay fly. Peace.